what we would consider to be black. I don't want to get into the semantics of things. You know, when I say black, I mean black folks, I mean black Americans, I mean African Americans, Africans to an extent, like people with darker skin, people who are seen or classified as black in a particular country.
Love that white man, cherish him and hate our own peeps. Fearful but we claim, we don't pray and march. We gon' swing with our broken brain, we just play a part. They can see we remain, giving praise to God without questioning. When a change come our way, they watch us wait for centuries. Easy to dominate, they play us like a sport. Jesus took the wheel, reason we off course. When the truth is revealed, we just call it noise.
What up though? I am your boy King Richard, aka why do I have to say it when you can see it? There's been a lot of talk in the media for weeks, maybe even now going on a month or so, about Kyrie Irving, Kanye West, Jewish people, the Jew community, all of that. We already know that, right? But recently, as Kyrie Irving of the Brooklyn Nets was reinstated by the Brooklyn Nets to play again, he got a heap of support from the Hebrew Israelites. Now, myself and many others have seen the Hebrew Israelites. Hebrew Israelites are not as much religious as they are a heritage or nationality, right? They believe themselves to be the actual Hebrews of the Bible days in the Middle East, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not above being corrected. We see them on the streets all the time in very colorful outfits. Some people call them Power Rangers. I think that's kind of unfair, but at the same time, maybe they do warrant just a little bit of criticism for their aggressive nature. Once again, this is their personal beliefs, and they should be able to express their beliefs as they feel, as long as it's not harming the community or the world. It should be perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does not believe in the same thing. Seen at the Barclays Center where the Nets play, giving their support to Kyrie Irving before the game. Let's get into it.
Worldwide! 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 Some of us used to be in the club. We shall get our kingdom too. And in that kingdom we shall rule. In that kingdom we shall rule. If we keep the laws in Christ. If we keep the laws of Christ. We shall never give up our mind. And we'll get our kingdom too. And in that kingdom we shall rule.
I don't know if Kyrie Irving classifies himself as a Hebrew Israelite. I don't know what he classifies himself as personally. I think he does because of the Negroes to Hebrews DVD or whatever the documentary was. They ended up getting him in trouble, right? Unjustly so, as we all know. When they're black, I'm gonna take up for them for a minute, even though I don't agree with some of their methods, that are armed legally. I notice they get turned into these aggressors. They get turned into these terrorists. It turns into domestic terrorism, right? But when it's a group of non-black people, it's seen as following the Second Amendment, right? And that doesn't make any sense. Once again, we're talking about double standards. There should be no double standards when it comes to gun owners. Racism is one of the dumbest things to ever be created by man. So anybody who's purposely racist is just a waste of time, right? Maybe they can help me understand is, one, why are y'all so angry? Just about every time we see y'all are very angry. A lot of y'all, not all y'all, but a lot of y'all too. I didn't know originally that they read from the Bible, whatever version, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want, whatever. It's all Christianity to me. You know what I'm saying? As long as you in some sector of Christianity and you reading from the Bible, to me, you're a Christian. Whatever you label yourself as, that's perfectly fine. That's your right. But in my opinion, as a former Christian from the Baptist and Mormon background, whatever denomination you are in, to me, you're a Christian. Why do so many of y'all gather when there's an injustice against black people, but I don't see the same type of aggression or same type of care when it's black on black problems. And once again, that's my biggest issue. Yes, white supremacy is one thing, but to me, the black community would go so much further if these types of groups were focused on black problems instead of white supremacy issues on black America. We solve our big problem, then we solve that other problem, because then we're united. It's like a fist. It's better than a slap. A slap is an open hand, but a fist is strong. Don't get into a few of these questions that this brother from the, I guess, the Baptist or the regular Christian have.
It's just all over the place.
From the regular Christian community has for Hebrew Israelites. Maybe y'all can shed some light on this.
Have you ever encircled an all-white Christian church?
Oh, very interesting question.
Number two.
Now, this question is, from Mr. Muhammad is directed to the Hebrew Israelites. He ain't directing to me. Right, that's right. Did you ever encircle
an all-white Christian church?
All-white Christian church. That's a very good question.
I'm guessing, and hear me out on this one, I'm guessing y'all have never done that because y'all mission is not to save white people or other races. Your mission is to empower and save the minds of black people. I got that kind of right? So that would make you pro-black. Possibly. I could be right. I could be onto something.
You know the difference of belief between you and the Muslims. So why have you never surrounded a mosque?
Very good question.
Now, I'm guessing with this number two question, he's asking why you haven't surrounded a mosque. A lot of Muslims are black, or what we would consider to be black. I don't want to get into the semantics of things. You know, when I say black, I mean black folks, I mean black Americans, I mean African Americans, Africans to an extent, like people with darker skin, people who are seen or classified as black in a particular country, mainly America. I've never heard of any Hebrew Israelites trying to convert Muslims into Hebrew Israelites or what have you. So, I don't know.
3, seeing that many of our black young men are being shot down by white police officers, why have you never surrounded a police station?
Now, in my opinion, number 3 was the most important one. Once again, that's what I'm talking about, using their power. Maybe y'all can clear up some of the questions, but anyway, no disrespect, but shout out to y'all. Keep doing your thing.